Okay, if I'm not your daughter, if we don't mean anything to one another, then just tell me that you don't care. Tell me that you don't give a damn if I just walk away right now and we never see each other again. Tell me that you and Luis's father are gonna go back to Mexico and you're gonna forget that we ever even met. Go ahead and tell me that and just break my heart.
That's right. I can't live this lie anymore. Yes. Oh, my darling Sheridan. I am Catherine Crane. I am your mother.
You mean that? You really are my mother?
Sheridan. Just because there are physical similarities, it doesn't mean it's true.
Because it's not true. Oh, look at her, she's doing it again. Why don't you just leave Sheridan alone, okay? What is wrong with you keeping up this vicious lie?
I wanted to tell you the first day I met you in Mexico. I wanted to throw my arms around you and tell you how much I love you, how much I've always loved you.
Why didn't you?
Let's just say there were reasons. I didn't want to confuse you. I didn't want to cause you more pain.
I knew that there was something there. I knew it from the beginning.
Sheridan, do not be fooled. This woman is not your mother. She is... Look at her, she's a monster. You know, she had no problem running off with a married man, stealing him away from his wife and all of us kids. Yeah, okay, Mrs. Wheeler is a lot of things. She is not your mother. She's more like your garden variety home wrecking whore.
Please stop it! Stop saying those things about my mother. Hallelujah. Things are looking up.
You're a wicked, wicked girl. I can't hear.
Okay, Sharon, I don't blame you for being upset. But you're not thinking straight. This woman, okay, she's not your mother.
Luis, I can feel it. It's not in the words that she says. It's something that I can feel in my heart.
Oh, there's so much to explain.
She doesn't even look like pictures I've seen of Catherine Crane.
She could have had plastic surgery. Rebecca thought she had.
Lots of women have facelifts, but it doesn't mean that they're somebody's long-lost parent, okay?
It did with your father. That's exactly what it meant. It is true, Sheridan. I am your mother.
No, you aren't. You forget I ran your fingerprints through the Crane database, and they would have matched up if you were Catherine Crane.
Not if the database was constructed after Catherine had left, not if Alistair had tampered with it.
Oh, come on. I even remember when Catherine Crane died. It was on TV. It was in all the newspapers.
Oh, you bet your sweet patooties it was. I remembered like it was yesterday that the governor himself was there and the president sent flowers.
Now do you believe me? Sheridan, this woman could be just about anyone. Okay, but the one person she isn't is your mother.
Damn it. How much do you need to convince yourself, Luis?
Couldn't agree with you more, Luis. The entire world saw Catherine Crane put to rest.
They saw a memorial service on the 6 o'clock news. No one saw who was in the casket, and the funeral itself was private. Besides, why would Mrs. Wheeler say she was Catherine Crane if she weren't?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, Beth. For one, Mrs. Wheeler could be posing as Alistair's late wife in order to extort money from him. Or maybe Julian or Sheridan. I mean, really, who Who knows how a mind like that works?
I never cared about the money, Louise. Never. It was the Crane fortune that made Alistair become the monster he did. I ran away from it all.
Even though it meant leaving me.
Don't believe her, Sheridan. It's nothing but lies.
Well, what bothers me is that Mrs. Crane supposedly died right after your father went missing. Isn't that right, Louise?
That's true. We heard about Catherine's death just days after Martin disappeared. I was right when I confronted you earlier, wasn't I? You are Catherine Crane. With everything that you had, you just had to have more. You stole my husband. You stole my children's father.
So don't blame Catherine. Now, I'm the one who made the decision for us to leave. Nobody forced me.
Cállate. I admired you. I even felt sorry for you. Me, the blindly naive wife who thought she had this wonderful marriage compared to yours with Alistair's. And all the time you were sleeping with my husband behind my back.
No, Pilar, it wasn't that way at all.
Never, I swear it.
I was too busy with our children. Our 5 children. Too stupid. All those nights Martin went out after dinner. I thought he had gone back to the office at Crane Industries, but he didn't. He was with you.
No.
Oh my God, I would call, and I would never get an answer. And you told me that you were on a business call. Business call!
Stop it, Mama. Papa would never do the things you accuse him of.
Papi, tell me it's not true. Tell me La Señora Wheeler is not this Mrs. Catherine Crane.
Yes, Paloma, she is. That is who she is.
You give me a break. None of this makes any sense. Okay, let's say it were true. And you were Mrs. Crane and you fell in love with my father. Why wouldn't you just run off into the night? I mean, really, why go to the trouble to fake your death?
That's what I'm saying. We didn't. That was all Alistair's doing. We didn't know what he'd done until after we'd gone.
We were going to settle somewhere. Martin was going to contact Pilar. I was going to try and find a way to contact Sheridan and Julian and tell them that I'm still alive.
And when we realized that Alistair had declared Catherine dead, we knew right then that he wouldn't stand for anyone knowing that his wife had left him.
How convenient. So then no one knew that you were really alive. The people who loved you could just wonder and suffer. All for some sordid affair.
No, it wasn't like that, Louise. I swear to you, Pilar, Martin and I were never involved. Not like that. Not until much later. He took me away because if he hadn't, Alistair was going to kill me.
Oh, please.
No, it's true, Louise. Catherine didn't want anyone to know who she was. There were times that I was at the house that I could hear Alistair beating the hell out of her. He was cruel and violent, and Pilar, you knew that.
So you had to be the knight in shining armor. Why not let the cops handle it?
And do what? What were they going to do against Alistair Crane? Come on, Louise, you know better than that. The only way to get Catherine safe was to take her far away.
So you left your family instead. Why don't you just admit that you two were lovers?
But we weren't. We were just friends back then. We became closer much later.
I missed you so much. I cried for you every night. And all this time you were alive and well. Why didn't you come back for me?
I became afraid for your safety, Sheridan. Later, I learned that Alistair tried to kill you and Louise. I would have made it much worse and much more dangerous for you.
That was then. What about since Mexico?
I have wanted to tell you the truth so many times. I've desperately wanted to take you in my arms and tell you how sorry I am. How much I apologize for all the years that we lost together. I couldn't. So I kept my distance, or at least I tried. I'm so sorry, my darling. I'm so sorry. I would have given anything to see you grow up here. I can't ask for your forgiveness. I know that, but if I could ask that you just please, my love, please try and understand. Oh my God!
Precious, move over.
Okay, Precious, come on. Let's go.
Sheridan, come on, honey, wake up. Come on.
Let me help. Maybe I can
Get
bring
away from
around.
her.
But
Honey, she just fainted. She'll be all right. Let Louise handle it.
I'm sorry I took so long. I was told the bride and groom are out here.
We have a problem, Father.
Yes, Sheridan fainted, Father.
Has anyone called the hospital? She'll be fine. Then you plan to resume the wedding ceremony?
Gee, Father, under the circumstances, I don't think so.